In the sprawling digital landscape of modern Canada, where artistic expression meets social media amplification, a single music video has become the epicenter of one of the most heated debates in recent memory. The controversy began when a Punjabi music video surfaced online, featuring performers adorned in jackets emblazoned with the seemingly innocent slogan, "Home is Canada." What followed was a cascade of accusations, racial tensions, and a nationwide conversation that would test the very fabric of Canadian multiculturalism. The video in question, which has since been removed from most platforms, allegedly depicted scenes that many viewers interpreted as racially charged and inflammatory. According to numerous reports and social media discussions, the footage appeared to show performers in confrontational scenarios involving a white individual, creating what critics described as deeply troubling imagery that contradicted the inclusive message printed on their clothing. The stark irony of wearing "Home is Canada," while allegedly engaging in what appeared to be racially motivated actions, was not lost on viewers, who quickly began sharing and dissecting every frame of the contentious footage. As news of the video spread across social media platforms like wildfire, the reaction was swift and polarizing. Critics argued that the content was not merely artistic expression, but rather a dangerous form of racial provocation that undermined Canada's reputation as a tolerant, multicultural society. The juxtaposition of the patriotic slogan with allegedly aggressive behavior created a cognitive dissonance that many found deeply offensive, particularly given Canada's long-standing commitment to diversity and inclusion as fundamental national values. The controversy quickly spiraled beyond simple artistic critique, touching upon one of Canada's most sensitive political issues: the question of Khalistani separatism. Khalistan refers to a proposed independent homeland for Sikhs, carved out of parts of Punjab in India. This separatist movement has been a source of diplomatic tension between Canada and India for decades, with the Canadian government consistently walking a delicate tightrope between supporting freedom of expression and maintaining international relationships. The music video controversy reignited these complex discussions, with some critics alleging that the content was connected to or supportive of separatist ideologies. Within the broader context of Punjabi Canadian artistic expression, this incident represents a significant moment of reckoning. Over the past few years, a new generation of Punjabi performers has emerged from Canada, taking the world by storm with a unique fusion of cross-cultural influences that reflects the multicultural nature of Canadian society. However, this particular video seemed to challenge the positive narrative that had been building around Punjabi Canadian artists and their contributions to the global music scene. The backlash was not confined to online commentary alone. Community leaders, politicians, and cultural organizations found themselves drawn into the debate, each offering their perspective on what the video represented and what it meant for Canadian society. Some defended the artist's right to creative expression, arguing that art should not be censored based on political sensitivities or cultural misunderstandings. Others contended that freedom of expression comes with responsibilities, particularly when content has the potential to inflame racial tensions or promote divisive ideologies. Law enforcement agencies also found themselves under scrutiny as discussions emerged about potential biases in how such incidents are investigated and prosecuted. Questions arose about whether similar content featuring different ethnic groups would receive the same level of attention or legal consequences, highlighting ongoing concerns about systemic inequalities within Canada's justice system. The debate touched upon broader issues of police accountability and the fair treatment of minority communities, particularly in cases involving alleged hate crimes or racially motivated incidents. The incident also sparked intense discussions about the role of social media platforms in moderating content and the speed with which controversial material can spread across digital networks. YouTube, where the video was initially hosted, faced questions about their content policies and the mechanisms they use to identify and remove potentially harmful material. The platform's response, including the eventual removal of the video, raised additional questions about corporate responsibility and policing online content while respecting artistic freedom. Educational institutions and cultural organizations seized upon the controversy as a teaching moment, organizing panel discussions and workshops to explore the complex intersection of art, politics, and social responsibility. These forums provided spaces for community members to engage in difficult conversations about identity, belonging, and the boundaries of acceptable expression within multicultural societies. The discussions often revealed deep divisions within communities about how to balance cultural pride with social cohesion. The international dimension of the controversy cannot be overlooked, as it occurred against the backdrop of already strained relations between Canada and India over various issues, including the presence of Khalistani sympathizers on Canadian soil. Diplomatic observers noted that such incidents have the potential to further complicate bilateral relationships and impact everything from trade agreements to immigration policies, demonstrating how local artistic controversies can have far-reaching geopolitical implications. As the story evolved, it became clear that the video had tapped into deeper anxieties about immigration, integration, and cultural identity that exists within Canadian society, despite its official multicultural policies. The controversy revealed that beneath Canada's reputation as a welcoming and tolerant nation, there remain significant tensions and unresolved questions about how different communities can coexist while maintaining their distinct cultural identities and political viewpoints. The artists involved in the video found themselves at the center of a storm they may not have anticipated, facing career consequences and public scrutiny that extended far beyond their immediate artistic community. Their experience highlighted the challenges that minority artists face when their work is interpreted through political or racial lenses, raising questions about whether creators from certain backgrounds face additional burdens and expectations when expressing themselves through their art. Mental health professionals and community counselors reported increased tensions within various communities as the controversy played out, with some individuals experiencing anxiety, depression, and a sense of alienation from their broader Canadian identity. The incident served as a reminder that cultural controversies can have real psychological and emotional impacts on community members, particularly those who find themselves caught between competing loyalties and identities. The legal implications of the controversy continued to unfold as various parties considered their options for addressing what they perceived as harmful or defamatory content. Questions arose about the applicability of hate crime legislation, the limits of artistic expression under Canadian law, and the responsibilities of content creators when their work enters the public sphere and begins to influence public opinion and community relations, as Canada grapples with this latest challenge to its multicultural ideals. The Punjabi music video controversy serves as a powerful reminder that the work of building an inclusive society is never complete. It demonstrates how quickly artistic expression can become politicized, how social media can amplify and distort cultural conflicts, and how deeply rooted tensions about identity, belonging, and national values continue to simmer beneath the surface of Canadian society. The resolution of this controversy, and the lessons learned from it, will likely influence how similar incidents are handled in the future and may reshape the ongoing conversation about the boundaries of acceptable expression in Canada's diverse cultural landscape. This complex story highlights the delicate balance between cultural expression and social responsibility in our interconnected world, where a single piece of content can spark nationwide debates about identity, belonging, and the very meaning of home. As we continue to witness these challenging conversations unfold across communities, it becomes increasingly important to stay informed about the cultural and political currents that shape our society, understanding that every controversy carries within it the seeds of both division and potential understanding. What are your thoughts on this controversial incident? And how do you think societies should balance artistic freedom with social cohesion? Share your perspectives in the comments below, and do not forget to like this video if you found our analysis insightful. Subscribe to Wes's Best for more in-depth coverage of cultural controversies, political developments, and social issues that matter to our diverse communities. Hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss our latest updates, because staying informed is the first step toward building a more understanding and inclusive world for everyone.